Chapter 12. The children are carried off, and there's a picture down the bottom in which you can see the pirates, the Indians, and the children fighting up top. Breaking all the rules, the awful pirates attacked the noble Tiger Lily and her brave warriors in the middle of the night when they were sleeping. Hook knew that if he had waited until morning to have a fair fight, he would have lost. The islanders were strong and skilled fighters, and his pirates were no match for them. On that dark night, many heroic islanders were killed, but it was not them that Hook had come to destroy. It was Peter Pan he wanted. Peter and Wendy and their boys, but mainly Pan. Peter was such a small boy that it seemed strange a grown man could hate him so much. True, he had thrown Hook's arm to the crocodile, but even this didn't really explain Hook's endless hunger for revenge. The truth is that there was something about Peter that filled the pirate captain with anger. It was not Peter's courage or his charming appearance. It was the fact that Peter Pan was so proud of himself that really upset Hook. The thought of Peter made his iron claw twitch throughout the day, and at night it disturbed him like an insect. Hook felt like he was a lion trapped in a cage, and Peter was a cheeky little bird that flew in and out of it, annoying him constantly. When the islanders were defeated, Hook ran his greedy eyes over the three entrances to Peter's underground home. Seeing this, his pirate crew grew worried and shifted uncomfortably from one foot to the other. They knew Hook would not think twice about ramming them down the entrances with poles. At first clash of the weapons, the children had turned to stone with fear. Open-mouthed, they had appealed with outstretched arms to Peter. When the noise above ground stopped, their mouths closed and their arms fell to their side. "Which side has won?" they all cried. The pirates, listening carefully at all the mouths of the trees, heard this question, and they also heard Peter's answer. "If the islanders have won," he said, "they will beat the drum because it is always their sign of victory." Now Smee had found the drum, and was at that moment sitting on it. He smiled to himself at the thought that Peter and his band would never hear the sound of the islanders' victory drum again. Then Hook signed for him to beat the drum, and slowly Smee understood Hook's clever and wicked plan. He planned to trick the children into thinking that the islanders had won the battle. Smee grinned at his captain, and then he beat the drum twice, and stopped to listen with a nasty grin on his face. "It's a drum," Peter cried. "The islanders have won." The doomed children answered with a cheer that was music to the black hearts above. Then, most immediately, they repeated their goodbyes to Peter. This confused the pirates, but they soon forgot this when they realized that the children were about to come up the trees. Each standing next to a tree, they smirked at each other and rubbed their hands. First to emerge from his tree was Curly. He rose out of it into the arms of a pirate who tossed him to another pirate, who then tossed him to another pirate until he landed at Hook's feet. All the boys were plucked from the trees in in the same ruthless manner. Wendy, who came last, was treated differently. With terrible politeness, Hook raised his hat to her and offered her his arm. Then he escorted her to the spot where the others were being tied up. He did it with such charm that she was too fascinated to cry out. She was only a little girl after all. If Wendy had resisted Hook's horrible charms, if she had pushed him away and told him what a dreadful man she thought he was, she would have been hurled through the air like the others. Then Hook might not have witnessed the children being tied up. If he had not seen the children being tied up, he would not have discovered Slightly's secret. But Wendy did not resist, so Hook discovered the secret that led him to try to take Peter's life.